Hi guys, RJPASINI from RJPASINI.com. Come to you today to talk to you a little about the guy you always see in the top pictures up here across. Either showing you stereos or eyeglass cases, or in some cases just general merchandise. But if you look at all three of them, that's all they do is display stuff. And that's what I'm here to talk to you guys about. A lot of people who are probably wondering, why would a guy like myself do videos like this here, talking about merchandise I sell or things I pick up or whatever. You know, you might feel like, why bother? Why would I want to watch this guy? You know, who is this guy, this Rich Pasini guy? Me, I'm the guy that wants to make it in this business, and the only way to do it is by putting it out there. And the way you put it out there is through social media. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, you know. And there's a whole bunch of other ones out there. There's Vimeo, Rumble. There's a whole bunch of other video, sources out there to get your name out there, you know. But the reason why I'm doing these videos, folks, and the reason why I'm introducing myself is because these are for the newcomers, not for the ones that are already subscribed. And for the ones that are already subscribed, thank you so much for being a subscriber to my channel. I'm a fair and honest guy. I tell it like it is. I do these videos to enhance, give you a little more enlightenment about the items I'm selling, whether it be damaged or it's got flaws in it, whatever it may be. But I want you guys to know that, I take my time. I take a lot of time to do these videos, editing them. They're not the top rated videos, and I see videos that they're 10 times better than mine from other YouTube creators, and I mean, they make my videos put to shame. But that's not the idea. That's not the point I'm trying to get across here. I mean, I'm not really too concerned about the quality of my videos, like, if they're like super professional looking. But the whole idea, the whole premise behind this here is to get the word out. I don't use expensive microphones. I don't have the most expensive equipment. I use a HP webcam, which I'm using right now to do this here live. I also have a Logitech webcam there. I have dual webcams, and in some cases, you need two if you're going to do seminars or whatever. If you're going to do webinars, sometimes they want two there for whatever reason. That's not my doing. That's the way the software is set up like that. I also want to give a shout out to the Wondershare Filmora. I have to honestly say I love their program. I love the product. I use Cyberlink too in conjunction with Filmora. But let me tell you guys, if you're looking for a great video editing software, try out Filmora, Wondershare Filmora. Try it out. I mean, I know in the past I might have had little differences with them because I always seem to have like a little situation with uploading, but they must have got the bugs out of it or whatever. I love it. I love it. I mean, I can't tell you how much I love the program. I will continue to use it. It's easy. I like the way they embed stuff in there, the way they have their, just click, copy and paste stuff. You move things around. I like the idea of the split screen like I'm showing you now. You would see the three guys up there, which is all me, of course, talking, display, actually doing demos and intro videos. But it has a little more different features in it than Cyberlink. Cyberlink is, I would say, is a little more advanced, but let me tell you something. Filmora is getting there, and they're making a name for themselves. And I tell you the truth, for people who don't like Filmora, the people that use it, I don't like it, it's not for me. You guys really got to give it a chance. You got to work with it. You really do. You got to learn how to use it. I mean, I'm still learning. There's a lot of things to learn with this here. I mean, people say, what's there to learn about it? There's a lot to learn when it comes to editing and, putting transitions in and filters and working with the overlays and stuff like that. And it's just, there's a lot to learn with it. And it really is a good, video editing software, and I highly recommend it. I mean, me personally, I like it. I mean, I don't know about other people, but I love using it, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing this video with Filmora. I like the way you could, embed music in there. It's got the fade in, fade out. Now Cyberlink has that too, but the only thing I always find with Cyberlink is that they're a little more, it's a little more involved to move things around or to find certain things. Here it's pretty cut and dry for me. That's again for me. I like things simple, and simple is for me is the easier way, the better way for me. I don't like to get into a program where I have to sit there and read documentation over and over again, and I like something where I could learn through trial and error, and this Filmora is cutting it. It's really great, and I highly recommend it. This is not a paid endorsement. No one contacted me from Filmora and said, could you do an endorsement? Could you throw a little, do a segue what about our software? Absolutely not. This is my own personal, opinion about it, and I love it, and I'm going to continue to use it. And to those out there in Filmora, company, corporation, whatever, you make it a good product. Keep up the good work. I really love your software, and that's all I could say about that. But anyway, getting back with the other thing, for people who don't really know who I am, what I'm all about, and how I got involved with this here, with eBay and YouTube, so on. My story is very cut and dry, plain and simple. Back in June of 2016, the company I worked for a big corporation over here on the island where I live in New York, and they had layoffs, and my job went overseas. So with that, in between jobs, looking for jobs and collecting unemployment, it brought me to eBay full time, but kind of like from a hobby to an on-off type of thing. It protracted into a full-time venture. The journey so far, it's been a little over a year and a month, okay, because from June of last year to now, so it's about a year and a month already so far. And it has its ups and downs. I never thought, to be honest with you, and I shouldn't think like that, because it's like you're a pessimist. I should be an optimist, but as a pessimist, I never thought I'd make it to a top-rated seller, a power seller, and I never dreamed of it, to be honest with you, because I said to myself, how's a little guy like me with such small feedback, and I don't have that many items listed, how's a guy like me going to become a top-rated seller? But I guess when you follow the protocols with eBay, you do what they tell you, they advise you what to do and stuff, you find out later on that, it's not too far of a distant, it's not too distant reach to get to that stage. Recently, I had a negative feedback from a buyer, and because it was a total misunderstanding between me and the buyer, and I dropped me down from 100% to 99.9% feedback. And to be honest with you, you might say, why would you be so upset? It really bothered me for days on end. I reached out to the buyer one day, and I explained myself. I was very apologetic, and I told the buyer, I said, look, I'm really sorry about the misunderstanding. If there's anything I could do to make it up to you, I'm sorry that it worked out the way it did. And the buyer was very understanding. I just happened to luck out with a nice buyer out there. That's why, and that's the other thing too. We can't all judge the buyers, because of a certain circumstance or situation. The buyer misunderstood how I felt, and I misunderstood the buyer felt, and there was a little, indecisive. I can just say the indecisive, outlook on the topic there, on the situation, and I guess the way I came out with how I came off, it didn't sound too good, and they took it the wrong way. But happy ending with that was I reached out to the buyer understood, took the negative, retracted the negative feedback, and now I'm back to 100% feedback again. I like to keep it that way. Like I said, I'm an honest seller. I take this here serious. To some people, eBay may just be a hobby. It may just be something they do on a casual, basis. For some people, it's not their bread and butter. For some people, like I said, it's just a hobby. But right now, at this point in time, I'm doing this here on a full-time basis. I'm hoping to build up, a better following on eBay and YouTube. As I said once before, and I think in one of my prior videos, my feedback, my subscription list, subscribers goes up and down. 1 minute was 77, now I think it's 78, then it was down, well, this was before those other two jumped in, it was down to 75, first was 77, then 76, 75, and it was going down, the subscribers were dropping off. And I think it's because the content I put out. For those subscribers that are now subscribing, I hope you don't drop off, but if you do, I understand. You might not like the content I put out. You might not think it's, viewing worthy to sit there and watch a person do demo videos, sneak peek videos, and intro videos. But also at the same time, I just want to reach out to you guys who are subscribers and new ones coming on, new people coming on. These videos that I produce are for the potential buyers, the potential buyers. You landed on this channel, or you clicked on this video because you had some kind of interest. There was something that sparked an interest for you to actually click that button on to listen to me. Now, you may have listened to me for 5 seconds, you might listen for 10 seconds, and you might have clicked it up and said, I don't care what this guy is all about, I'm not going to subscribe to him, and I'm not going to ever come back again. And that's upset. That's understandable. I can understand how you would feel. I like to be entertaining at times. I like to do little things off key. I don't like to always be so, it's like, like that old saying, all work and no play makes Richie a dull guy. I don't like to always be like that, as like on those types of, that type of basis, so to speak. But at the same time, I do take this serious. And for the people, like I said again, who do follow me on this here, the content I put out is good content. I think so. I also mentioned in one of my other past videos that I would like to do start doing the reseller news. The reseller news basically will deal with, how can I say it? Things that I find of interest. Like I said in my other videos, I do the auctions, eBay auction alerts. When new topics that come out within eBay, I also pull information from TameBay, and there's another called e-commerce bites. The information I get from them, I upload it, and it's for you guys to check it out. Some people, people might say, well, why do I have to go watch your channel when I could just go there and do the same thing? You can. I just, like I said once before, I put the information out there for you guys to check it out. If you like it, that's great, and if you don't, then I understand. If you don't want to follow, or you want to drop off as far as subscribe, I can understand that. But as time goes on, though, I would like to try to make these videos more interesting, more appealing, and stuff like that, and have better content as time goes on. I'm not a silly guy. I'm not going to sit there and do zany, antic things. I'm not going to tell jokes and things of that nature. I try to be straight, forthcoming and straightforward with people. I don't like to sugarcoat anything. If I'm telling you, when I'm describing an item I'm selling, I tell it like it is, and I'm not gonna sit here and try to sugarcoat anything and make it sound something really fantastic when it really ain't. And I'm not saying a lot of resellers are going to do what I do. I don't know how many people out there, to be honest with you, do embed videos in their listings. I don't know. There may be a lot. I don't know. There's millions of people out there. I'm not going to search eBay to go verbatim and try to find out how many people are using videos to talk about their products, the items they're selling. But I do that there, and that's the whole purpose of this here. But again, I do carry other cover other topics as far as it's not strictly 100% eBay. I do some do-it-yourself videos. I did some videos about making custom boxes. I showed videos how I clean delicate things, items, so fragile items, or how I pack fragile items, and other things like preventive maintenance. Like I remember a while back, a long time ago, I did one about cleaning out vacuum cleaner filters. When a vacuum cleaner is not working, don't throw it out. Don't think it's garbage or anything like that. It could just be simple things like cleaning filters. And I used it with my own personal filter, and I did it before and after, and I do videos like that. I do some photography things. I'm not a professional photographer. I do some video stuff. I like video. I like my digital video camera, and I also have a digital video camera. And I remember one video I did, I was showing pictures of little squirrels playing in the backyard, whatever. So I do cover different topics, you know. Plus I did photos of clouds, which some people may find as boring. But I have other things. I think I have a total of 362 videos out there right now. Who knows, by the end of the year, maybe I'll have 1,000. I don't know. It depends how much you do. There are people, like I said, out there that have thousands upon thousands of videos. I'm not that big to get to do that, but I like to talk about different topics, you know, and you know, just share things with you guys, you know. So with the resellers news, I like to try to do that. I said in one of my other videos, I like to try to do it on a daily basis, but if not, maybe like you know, maybe every other day, or maybe even a weekly basis, like a weekly roundup. But the thing is, I pretty much get those eBay and auction alerts on a pretty much daily basis. Sometimes I might have a couple things in there that I might want to share with you. There might be only one thing in there. So if I did a reseller news thing segment, it might be only 5 minutes. It might be 10. It might be 3 minutes. You know, I might be able to go 1, 2, 3 and show you. You know, depending on how much content they're sending me, that's how much I could share with you guys. Because if I put up a content or a website or whatever talking about certain things that eBay's doing or Amazon's doing, it may not be that long. And I'm not going to read pages on top of pages stuff to you guys. You can do it yourself. That's why I share the videos. That's why I share that content with you. You know, for you guys to check into it if you choose to do so. If not, that's all up to you. But you know, I don't want you guys to think, you know, oh, this guy here, all he does is videos on intro videos, sneak peek, and demo videos. I do that there. Is it a good selling point? I said it once before in my videos. It doesn't increase my sales. So, I mean, if anybody is out there thinking about doing it, it can't hurt. If anything, it can only help. Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm going to throw out there to you guys. Now, if you're going to ask me personally, well, Rich, you do videos, you do all these videos, does it help out? I honestly, out of the videos I put as far as like the demo, intro, sneak peek videos, I think I've gotten from, I don't know, maybe out of all those videos, as far as like the demos, I might have gotten maybe 3 or 4 replies, people saying, yes, the videos help, because I questioned it though. You know, I questioned, I said, I'd message a buyer and say, excuse me, I just want to ask you one thing. Did this video help you make a buying decision? Was it a help? And the buyer would come and say, yes, that's what I bought. That's why I bought it. I based it on your video. And in cases like that, it helps, you know. Now, if I do a video on a mouse, I'm not going to say, oh, well, something that, although I wouldn't say I wouldn't do it, because people say, well, this guy will do a video just about on anything. If he sees an ant crawling on the table, so, oh, look, he did a video on, no, I'm not that crazy. But if I'm selling a keyboard with a mouse or whatever, and I feel that it's imperative to show you guys, that people might say, well, why would you have to go show somebody how to use a keyboard and mouse? It's not a question of showing you. It's a question of showing you it, you know, in action. It powers up, it works. You know, it's things of that nature. It's just basically to, you know, enlighten you and give you a little peace of mind, saying, if I buy from this guy, he seems like he's legit, he's honest, he's not trying to cover up or hide anything. Like I said, this mouse here, right? It's an HP mouse, right? A mini mouse, whatever you want to call it. If this thing's damaged or whatever, scratched, and I just put in my description, yes, nice mouse, it works great, without even testing it, you're going to get it, and you're going to say, as a buyer, you know, I got that mouse from you. You didn't say it had big scratches on it, or one of the keys was cracked. You know, I'm upfront and honest. I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to try to sugarcoat anything to make a sale, because first off, and this goes for all sellers out there, you're not going to make any sales by trying to cover anything up anyway. So be upfront, honest, and tell it like it is. If it's got a damage, if it's broken, I'm not saying they don't. I'm not saying the sellers don't. Sometimes people forget. I might forget sometimes. And the reason why I do the videos is it backs me up. In other words, where I forget, let's say I do forget to put something in the description, on eBay's description, at least the video will be there to back it up. Now, not to say if there's a discrepancy with the buyer and me, eBay's not going to say, oh, well, let me go check your video out. I don't think they will. So in a case like that, I'm quite sure eBay is not going to go through the role of, taking that role on and saying, well, let me go check your video out. And if it's 15, 20 minutes long, could you hold on the phone? I want to check your video out. Well, I'm sure they'll probably call you back. I'm just saying it as a joke. But, I don't think they're going to check your video. They're going to go by what's in your description. Okay? But the thing is, if a buyer is nice enough to say, okay, he might have not put it in the description, but he did put it in the video, maybe there might be a little leniency there. Maybe the buyer would say, you know what? Instead of leaving a guy negative feedback, he forgot to put it in his description, but he did mention it in the video. That might help. It might help. Okay. Now the example with the ceramic lamp. I did a video on that, showing it. This is how it looks. This is nice, and talking about it. It's got the ceramic tile. I point out, the ins and outs about it, whatever. All of that, and I'm sure the buyer's seen it. The video. It didn't matter how nice I presented the video, whatever. It got to the buyer and it was broken. So you might say, all right, so what's your point? The point I'm trying to bring is that sometimes no matter what I do in a case like that, I'm thinking it's going to help me out. Instead, one thing didn't help out, the other thing messed me up, and that was the video did help, I'm sure, sell the item. But what messed me up was the postal service delivering the pack. They had very poor delivery service that time, and the item came back broken. So as of now, it's not quote unquote broken. Oh, the bottom part broke, but it's still usable and salvageable, and that's why that's on eBay right now. I listed it today. Today is 7/29, July 29th, Saturday. So it's on there. And I'm not throwing a segue out there for you guys. It's, oh, he's just, now I see he's leading into selling it. No, that is not what I'm doing this video for. I'm doing this video to introduce myself to you guys, to newbies and to the new subscribers. And to the new subscribers that have subscribed to me recently, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. And I hope I can get more people to subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I like to put out nice content, and I hope you guys enjoy what I do. I'm going to see if I can get the reseller news up in a little bit. I'm going to see how that goes. I got to just check out and see what new stuff came in, because like I said, these people, these companies, they send these little alerts to me, and I set up for those alerts, signed up for them, and I want to see what's newsworthy to put out there to share with you guys, because you might not want to read certain things, you might not be interested in certain topics. But we'll see what goes. But there is one thing I do want to add into that reseller news when it comes out, and I'm going to tell you in the news, reseller news video, and you're probably going to get a kick out of it. But it just goes to show you, folks, anything sells, and you'll see that in the reseller news. Hopefully it'll be coming up shortly, but in the meantime, let me finish up over here. Thanks again, guys, for stopping by. This is kind of long. Again, this video was an intro to me. If you don't know who I am, that's why I made this video. My name is RJPASINI from RJPASINI.com. I go on my eBay user ID. Don't mind the dashes. It's shop-RJPASINI-for-great deals. And that's how you can find me on eBay. But if you want, check out check it out. If you haven't been to my site, check it out. See what you like. You might have some stuff there. Right now, I'm selling exclusively on eBay, and I'm also working selling stuff with Bonanza, which is another pretty good. I think so. Again, a lot of people might not like it. I sell on a Bonanza platform. Basically, the way that works, just to sum up really quick, when you advertise, when you put all your listings on eBay, and if you sign up with Bonanza, what happens is you can import your eBay items onto Bonanza, also Amazon, and I think Etsy. Don't quote me on, but I think you can also import Etsy on there. And it's pretty cut and dry to do it. And what's nice about it is the platforms, the two selling platforms, run in conjunction with each other. So what I'm trying to say is, eBay is still selling. When your stuff is listed on eBay, it's also listed on Bonanza. And there are people that have, in Bonanza that do have a big following and stuff like that. And I always look at it this way: it's double exposure. So where you don't sell on one platform, hopefully you sell on another. Now, last question would be, if a person says, okay, Just selling on Bonanza. How many sales have you made from Bonanza so far since you've been on there? I believe it's 10. And people may say, well, that's not so great. That's nothing to write home about. No, it ain't. But you want to know something? That's 10 items I sold. That's 10 sales I made. Not all in 1 week, 1 day. That's throughout the time I signed up with them. Okay? But, you do make sales with them every now and then, like I said. But what's nice about it, where if you got a slow week with eBay and you're not making nothing with it, and all of a sudden you get maybe a sale or two from Bonanza, it's like, hey, it perks your day up and say, hey, I'm making some money today. It's better than making zero, But anyway, guys, I'll check out my next video, and I just want to say thanks again. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. If you like what I do with it, give it a thumbs up. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Thanks again, guys, for stopping by. I really appreciate you taking the time. Thank you. Bye-bye now.